Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
This inviting single-family home sits on a spacious 1.7-acre lot with a beautifully maintained yard.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
Attaboy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team. to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Your animals depend on you every day. So we build equipment you can depend on every day. So cutting hay, feeding livestock, and managing land is easier. Loaded with intuitive, innovative features and tech, Case IH equipment isn't just built to work. It's built to work for livestock producers. Case IH, built by farmers. Talk to your Baker Implement dealer today.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
This inviting single-family home sits on a spacious 1.7-acre lot with a beautifully maintained yard.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At Southern Bank, we're never not helpful.
boy. Way to hustle for the muscle.
Helping positive gym bros and everybody else.
Since 1984, Bagby Wealth Management has assisted clients in reaching their personalized financial goals. Whether it's retirement, investments, or securing your family's future, we're here to guide you every step of the way. For more information, please call or visit our office in Dexter today. Your path starts here.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
Each morning as the sun rises, we get to work, right here in our own community, crafting cabinets with precision and care. Dedicated hands bring wood to life, shaping not just cabinets, but tradition, proudly supporting the families and values we share. From our family to your home. WW Wood Products. Built here, built strong.
Mathis Funeral Home of Dexter and Bernie strives to provide their community with the accommodations and services needed to relieve your family during times of loss. For more information, give them a call and see how Mathis Funeral Home can help meet your expectations in celebrating your loved ones.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Good evening and welcome to High School Girls Volleyball on Aycorp Sports. We're coming to you tonight from the campus of Jackson High School, where the Indians welcome the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders alongside my broadcast partner, Coach Casey Ritter-Spate. I'm Philip Britt. Coach, I really believe the future of Southeast Missouri volleyball will show itself to us tonight.
I totally agree with you, Philip. Some of the best young players in Southeast Missouri are in this matchup tonight. So for the Jackson Indians, with an impressive record of
21-1, I'm sorry.
21-1.
Yep.
Having dropped only 4 sets all season, that's pretty amazing.
Yep.
They are led by several seniors, but they have some sensational sophomores.
Yep.
We got to give those sophomores those recognition. You have Avery Bruni and we have Lauren Dory, and they don't hardly ever come off the court.
No, they never do.
And they make a big difference in this strong Jackson Indian squad. But here you have for the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders, they have been struggling lately, but I believe finally having their full grasp of all the players after several injuries this year, you will see a lot of underclassmen coming up, right?
Yep.
So keep an eye on Saxony. They got 2 fabulous freshmen. They have Kaden Turner, which is known as KK Turner, and then you have Bree Korn. So, yeah, I totally agree with you. This will be a fun matchup to watch for years to come. We got some good athletes coming up in this area.
That's right, and we just watched a junior varsity matchup that was pretty tight. It was back and forth. Jackson ended up winning it, but there's some good young players on that junior varsity team as well for both teams.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting to watch over the next couple of years. We were talking before we went on the air about this Jackson team. Jackson is just loaded with players. They're taller than any team we see throughout the year. I mean, we know it's a large school and they've got a lot of girls to choose from, but they've got a lot of really good, really talented players.
Yes, so Jackson's pretty solid from their freshman team all the way up into their varsity squad. And, every one of those teams that Jackson has some good fundamental core positioning, I guess you can say, that once one group of seniors leave, they got another group ready to take that spot.
And that's what we kind of were talking about last week. We had we were at Notre Dame for the Jackson Notre Dame game, and Coach Stillman and I were talking about the fact that you've got a group of girls that come off the bench for this Jackson team that all play high-level club ball, a lot of them with your club, and they're ready at any time. And so when next year rolls around, all these seniors they have graduate, they're going to be the seniors. And it seems like every year you look up and there's a new crop of seniors that you haven't really seen play much, but they're ready to go when the season starts.
Yeah, and you're also seeing that in all around Southeast Missouri, not just with Jackson, but we're seeing that even here with Saxony. Saxony, the Lutheran Crusaders, they have had some injuries that has kind of put a little damper on getting them to chime, because it's hard to chime when you get a player hurt here and a player hurt there, and then you're having to mix up that offense. You're having to mix up just even the rotation. But if we looked before these injuries, really no injuries aside, they have a full roster of healthy kids. Saxony has about a 50-50 seniors, 50, the rest are underclassmen. They're super young.
That's right.
And then we also have those JV squads on both sides of this matchup, all of them.
So you told me there were, they've suffered a couple of injuries recently. Riley Manch is out, and then I know you said their setter's out. So it's going to be a challenge for, they got some players playing in different positions, and so Coach Ozark has her work cut out for her. So we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the starting lineups right after this.
Agriculture is not a fad, and it's not for the faint of heart. Long days become long nights, sacrificing time away from your family, even on weekends, just so you can get the crop in and get the crop out. This is your way of life. At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we are 100% bought into your commitment. Because we are customer-owned, it is our mission to be your ag lender, and we intend to be your value-added partner for next year and the long term.
Your ag lender will always be there.
I'm Kelly Medley, and I bring the flair to list your home with expert care. With rhyme or reason, I'll go the mile. So let's get started and sell with style.
Here at Jackson High School. A beautiful rendition of the national anthem. We apologize for not being able to get that to you. We just can't figure out how to get that mic'd up just right so you can hear it. So we do have starting lineups. For the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders, number 2, Cadence Turner. Number 4, Clara Perry. Number 5, Catherine Harrison. Number 6, Kinley Couch. Number 10, Lindsay Terrell, the first upperclassman, the first senior on their starting lineup. Number 12, Tally Renshaw, also a senior. And then freshman Bree Korn. Number 14, Evie Ford. Oh, we're going to go through everybody. And number 3, the libero is Lindley Smith. I haven't gotten to see her play the 2 matches we've done. She was out with an injury. So she's.
These girls are a part of the Jackson Little Indian Early Childhood Program at the East Early Childhood Center. These little Indians were chosen by their teachers as role models for their class.
So I don't know whether you can hear that or not, but they're announcing the Little Indians as well. So the Jackson Indians.
Oh, that's sweet.
So Kate Church is the starter, but they're introducing the Little Indians. That's pretty cool. They go to the Little Indians daycare here in Jackson. So that's a lot of fun.
You know, they are feeling like superstars right now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Good for... Oh, these guys.
What fun.
They are smiling from ear to ear, everyone.
They're about ready to walk off, but
I wish they would bring them a little bit more into the light so they could be on camera for everyone can see them.
What a lot of fun.
All right, here's our starters.
Number 2, Lila Sands, 5'10" middle hitter. She's a senior. Number 5, Melania Haynes. She just moved in this year. She's a senior, but really, she's leading them in kills. She's a top offensive player for them. Number 9, Katarina Ellefson. Another senior. Then there's Avery Bruni, the number 11. She's a sophomore. She hits and sets really well.
Yes.
Number 12, Stella Rusler, solid outside hitter. Number 18, Ava Wessel. So far, no one under 5'10" in the starting lineup. And then there's Lauren Dory at 6'2". Very tall team for a Southeast Missouri High School team. And then Jade Coward, the libero, number 1. Solid defensive player for this Jackson Indian team.
All right.
Wow, that was fun.
And we have light again, guys.
Yeah, we can see. The camera can actually see people now, so. That was a lot of fun, though. The little girls from the daycare, the Little Indians, they were excited to be out there. They're still out there on the court. They're getting ready to shake hands with the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders as well. So,
hope here they go.
Yep.
You guys will be able to see them. There they go.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
And this will be something that they will remember.
Sure, absolutely. Maybe one of these days they'll be out there on this court playing. So. They get to be in the huddle to start the matchup. And I guess they get to sit on the bench, too. That's a fun thing for little guys to get to do. So, all right, Coach, tell us what to expect tonight from these two programs.
Yeah, so I think we all know we're going to see a lot of power behind the Jackson Indians, right? Yep. There's going to be a lot of power. And I will tell you, Jackson is not going to let up. It doesn't matter who they're playing. They're not going to let up. They're going to go out there, do their job, and they're going to perform. However, my main thing is I would like to see Saxony play more relaxed. I think when you play more relaxed against a team like Jackson, you're going to play a lot better against a team. And however, they're going to have to really focus on their blocking tonight. Their blocking's going to make a big difference in this game. If their blocking's there, then you're going to see some pretty good rallies.
I mean, they've got a solid block. I mean, they've got some solid blockers. And so, I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, the issue for them is who's going to hit on the Jackson side, trying to figure out where that set's going to go.
Exactly.
Because across the front line, they've always got 3 hitters at all times. And any of the 3 can hit. It doesn't matter where you're at in their rotation. So.
Yes, correct. And, you know, right now, I mean, as you guys can see, they have senior Lauren Burke, who's having to run a 5-1 for the Saxony Crusaders.
Right.
Making sure we cover that line on the right outside here. And there's the kill by Kinley Coach.
Nice cross court there.
That's what
Kinley
Saxony's going to have to do.
Yep, absolutely. She went around that block. Block was up, but she went right past it and found the sideline she was looking for. So Lindsay Terrell back to serve again for the Crusaders. Back row set to Haynes. Solid swing out of the back row by Haynes. I mentioned she just moved in. Her parents were both SEMO athletes, and I think decided to kind of get back to their roots and moved back here. She's a senior, and I think she has a sister that's either a sophomore or a freshman, plays on the junior varsity. So, and tipped off the net and out of bounds. Avery Bruni with the serve there for the Jackson Indians, up 2-1 now. Bruni back to serve again. She's their third leading hitter and number one setter as far as assists. Actually, second leading hitter with 122 kills on the year. Set to the middle to Dory, but block was there. Got it down. Bree Korn in the middle along with Couch that time.
Good serve by Lauren Burke.
Oh, good chase down by Burke.
Yes, good hustle.
So free ball back over. Let's see what Jackson can do. A little pass was off, but there's Haynes making something out of nothing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a very easy angle to hit that ball either. So.
No, and honestly, with the free ball, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a better pass.
There was
a better
just
pass. You know, it was a little bit off.
Communication.
Yes.
On the back row there, or on the side. Korn with a good swing from the right side that time.
Yes, good coverage ball.
Couldn't get it over. It's Renshaw that time. So 4-2, Jackson with the lead. Ava Wessel back to serve for the Indians. Nice serve.
Good chase down,
Picked
good
up,
chase down.
Yep. Free ball back over. Wessel with the pass. Roosler that time with the hit.
And it was
off hands.
Yep, it was blocked. That was a good solid block. Kinley Couch did a great job setting it up, seeing the hitter, and then Breland Korn just came in, made that block solid, closed, and it performed. They performed.
Absolutely. And that's what you said in the beginning. That's what they're going to have to do is get that block up against this team because they're, you can see they've got hitters all around the court, not just across the front. That was Stella Roosler again with the swing from the outside. Lila Sands in now for the first time to play the front row for the Indians. Quick set, a little timing was off there for Renshaw.
Yeah, so when you're facing big blockers like Jackson and that are skilled and that are very disciplined in blocking, it is smarter to take the sets a little bit off the net, so that way your hitters can see where the block is and go around it more.
Get some angles, right. Yep, makes sense.
And hopefully Lauren Burke will adjust to that, and their hitters will adjust to it, so that way they can work around these big blocks of Jackson. Good dig by Lindley Smith.
Great dig by the libero there. Good pickup by Dory in the back row. Oh, nice hit from Roosler again.
She hit that ball really hard, sharp cross.
Yep. Not much defense can do with the ball like that. If there's not a touch on the block, it's hard to handle that ball.
Yes, and Saxony may have to bring in their defense a little bit because these girls from Jackson hit the ball pretty much straight down.
They don't hit it back there.
They don't
hit
it deep, so they may have to adjust their defense to go up a little bit more on their defensive play.
Nice pass from Smith again there. There's Haynes again swinging from the outside.
That was a great hit, but I'm going to tell you right now, Avery Bruni, what a beautiful jump set. If you guys didn't see that, please watch her when she is setting. She jump sets and it just comes beautifully right out of her hands.
And it's almost always right where it needs to be.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Good.
Cross court that time by Kinley Couch.
Yes. Dory had a hand on it, but she wasn't right in the right place to finish it through. That was a good hit. And honestly, Saxony needed that point to change that momentum.
They did. And to get Cadence Turner back into the game.
Yes.
We're really in for the first time. She was, the libero played across the back row for her. So, oh, there's a nice swing by Lila Sands. It's a good group of Jackson Indians supporting, student support this evening. They always have good support from their students.
Looks like maybe
They're always
neon
dressed in
night.
fluorescent. Yeah, exactly. Can't miss them. Nice swing out of the back row there. Good pickup by Smith. Turner, that set was hard to handle. She still tried to hit it. Probably could have just set that one over. I know she wanted to put something on it, but might have been better decision to just set that one over. Melania Haynes with the serve.
Good up. Tally Renshaw was right there ready for that.
Yep.
And that's what Saxony's going to have to do. If it's touching that, they're going to have to get up there, get their arms out ready just to defend.
Good pickup. Dory with a nice set outside to Bruni that time. Bruni no longer setting, now she's hitting. We mentioned that earlier. So now Lauren Dory is the setter for running the offense for this Indians squad. Free ball back over from Burke. Quick set. Nice little
great dig by Lindley Smith. See what
set
they
to the
do.
back row to Haynes.
And that's what
Got the
Saxony
touch
had to
on
do.
it. Got
They
the
had to
touch on
slow
the
it
ball.
down.
Yep. Makes a difference when you get a touch on it on the front row. Good
up.
coverage. Great try. This was in the net. Hard to play that ball out of the net there.
Yeah, and if I was Coach Ozark, I would not be one bit upset with the way they ran that rally.
Absolutely.
They had great touches. They had great ups. They executed.
They're diving after balls. They're not slowing down at all. Haynes with the jump serve. Tough receive that time by Renshaw. Haynes back to serve again, now up 13-4, Jackson Indians. And that was out. 13-5. Renshaw back to serve for the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders. Looking to build a little momentum here. It's hard to build a lot of momentum, but volleyball's a game of momentum. That's what you got to do. Good
read.
Coverage by Burke. Little bump set that time by Coward.
Good control.
Ooh, got to communicate.
Yep, a little more communication. They're going to go to Stella Rusler. We got a block by Catherine Harrison.
Good block that time.
Sophomore being pulled up for varsity. Good up by Lindley Smith. And we're still rolling. We're still rolling. This is great. Good job, everyone. Here we go.
Set to the outside.
And Bruni puts it down.
Bruni puts it down, yep.
Again, you cannot be upset when they have rallies like that.
Absolutely. Both teams
Great
playing hard.
rallies.
At some point, Saxony wants to get points out of those rallies.
Yes,
that's the challenge.
absolutely.
Right, still the challenge right now. That they've done well, but then lost the point in the end. So they got to put together some of those as scoring opportunities. Tried to set that ball back over. Harrison did.
Yeah, and I think this may be Harrison's first starting like time on varsity, I think.
I think she started, there was one match maybe last week that she started, but other than that, I think you're probably right.
And you absolutely could.
Because I didn't even have her on my varsity roster from the other games.
Yeah.
And then she's starting now, so.
Yeah, and they're going to make mistakes when they first start off going. Especially this is a big old jump, especially against the Jackson game. Okay,
Right.
so we're going back. Great dig by
Good
Lindley
pickup.
Smith.
I called the lift. I wasn't sure that cleared the net, but I guess it did. But they called the lift on the covering the block. 15-5. Jade Coward, the Libero back to serve for Jackson. Burke with the set to Turner. Picked up outside to
Roshot.
Bruni again. She finds that open spot. So timeout for the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders. Good time for a timeout. We'll take a break with them. We'll be back here in 30 seconds on Aycorp Sports.
In football, every play starts with one goal: protect the ball. It takes strength, teamwork, and focus to keep it safe. At First State Bank and Trust, we protect what you worked hard for, your finances. With us, you'll have a team that's always alert, keeping your money safe from every angle, through every challenge. We're here to protect your finances, because at First State Bank and Trust, your financial security is our game plan. First State Bank and Trust. Strong, secure, trusted. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Jackson High School. Jackson Indians up 17-5 here in set number 1. Coach, what's Coach Ozark telling the girls in that Saxony Lutheran?
I feel like all she can say is you guys are doing a great job rallying with them. Now let's try to finish some of these rallies, right? And don't take anything off of it. They're not taking anything off towards you. You don't take anything off towards them. So, because they're holding their own on defense, and honestly, this is the best defense I've seen Saxony play in a very long time. Yeah. We just need to finish it up.
Yep. So, Turner with the flat-footed hit that time. And in, Lila Sands with the hit to the very back corner.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm kind of shocked it was further back into the court.
I know.
when we just talked about
much closer to the 10-foot
yeah,
line.
when we talked about it's probably Saxony defense is gonna have to get up. But hey, good hands.
Turner with the swing off the block. Dory sets it back that time to Wessel and in.
So Phil, if you notice these setters, you have Bruni and you have Dory, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Both of them are sophomores.
Yep.
And they both stay in, they both set, they both hit. But if you watch these two setters, they get rid of the ball extremely fast.
Yep.
So if you're not watching them when they're hitting, then you don't know where the ball's going to go.
Oh, we got it in the net for Saxony.
Yep. But you know what? Good for.
That was a good swing, though.
Yes.
That was, that's what you want to see.
Yes, good for KK Turner because she needs to have some confidence and she needs to know she's on this varsity. Varsity team for a reason. Coach Ozark knows she needs her out there, and you go up there and swing away, girl.
Yep. Lola Moody comes in for the Jackson Indians. Coward back to serve. Long that time. Put a little too much on that one. 20-6 now. The Indians with the lead. Lindley Smith back to serve. The libero back to serve for Saxony Lutheran. Nice serve.
Mm-hmm. Row shot taken
care of. Tough play that time. Turner right on the net, but handled it well. Good try. Dory did all she could do to keep it out of the net. Big block that time.
Good. Here we go. Let's see. They're going to the outside.
And that's in. Avery Bruni again. She's an impressive player, especially for a sophomore.
She is. I mean, you cannot take anything away from her. That girl knows how to play.
She's as good an all-around player as we see in Southeast Missouri. I mean, at all, playing the whole game.
I would definitely agree with that statement.
Yeah, there may be girls out there that may hit a little harder at some point, but she's as good as there is all the way around. Nice serve. Katarina Ellefson. What a nice serve for her.
Now this is a senior.
Yep.
Here we have.
So Bella Sostillo in for the first time tonight. One of those juniors that's just biding her time, waiting to be playing more on this very deep Jackson Indians team. Ball floated out. Another point for the Indians, 23-6 now. Ellison back to serve again. I noticed in pregame warm-ups how high she tosses the ball for her jump serve.
Yeah, well, she runs
into the net.
There looks. Oh, they're calling a
I
lift.
thought she was in the net, but it was a lift.
A lift on Lola Moody. So back to Elphinson's. You said how high she tosses her. So she is not doing a typical float serve that most people do when they do a jump serve. She's serving what is called a top spin.
Okay.
And when you do a top spin, you've got to get a really high toss because you're actually approaching it like you would for a hit.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. So that makes a huge difference. I mean, that's hard to return.
Yes, it's very powerful. Done right, it's a very powerful serve to return.
And there's Wessel out of the middle. So 24-8, set point here for the Jackson Indians. Haley Hindman in to serve for Jackson. Nice deep serve. Nice cross court there.
Good up.
Ellefson out of the back row, picked up nicely by Saxony Lutheran that time. Set to the middle to Dory, but a big block that time from Couch and
Corn, I believe, yeah.
Yep, Couch and Corn. Burke with the serve. And there's Ava Wessel with the final point for Jackson. 25-9, set number 1. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back in about a minute to kind of recap set number 1 and look forward to set number 2 here on Aycorp Sports.
Welcome to First State Community Bank, where the community is at the heart of everything we do. At FSCB, we're your trusted neighbors, committed to strengthening the connections that make our town thrive. You get more face time with our dedicated team to understand your unique needs and help guide you to financial success. We also provide the latest technology so you can enjoy the convenience without compromising the personalized touch. Experience our hometown advantage with modern conveniences. Visit us at fscb.com.
At Focus Bank, we understand your community because it's our community too. With branches across Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas, Focus Bank offers services such as fraud protection, really free checking, and mobile banking that lets you bank simply and securely, anytime, anywhere. Stop by any of our branches or visit us online to open an account today. Plus, you'll receive an awesome free gift just from opening your really free checking account. And when you refer someone who opens an account, you'll both receive a gift. Focus Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we're back here at Jackson High School. Coach, we were just chatting a little bit about the fact that, volleyball, when I was in school, I like to always say, back in the day, it was not a 12-month out of the year sport. It was, it was a season, and then there weren't, you didn't see a lot of travel club ball. But most of these girls play club ball. I mean, you can't keep up. You can't get better if you don't. So between these two varsity rosters, how many do you see that play club ball?
I think I counted between Saxony Crusaders and the Jackson Indians about 23. I could be missing maybe 1 or 2. So you might as well.
That's way more than the number that are on the court at any time. So there's 12 on the court. Double that are actually club players that are. I mean, and you've got to be elite players to play club ball. And so you're talking about kids that really are serious about playing volleyball. And that's what makes these competitive matches.
Yes.
It really is.
Yeah, and, you have to just, again, you got to look at the level of where they play. Mm-hmm. You got to think about where they play. You got to think about what position. Right. I can tell you there's a couple girls out here that I know they're not even playing the position they would play in club ball.
Right.
Right?
Right. And that may be because, on their club team, there's not that girl that's on this team that may be the better right side hitter or maybe the better middle hitter than.
Correct. But, I mean, we're seeing we're seeing travel ball in all sports pick up.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right.
In all sports. And the thing is, the generation we have, you have to play some travel sport to get to the next level.
Yeah, right.
And then that makes
noticed and to get right.
Correct.
Absolutely.
And then you get the next level, then you got to play that travel sport to whatever sport it may be in to possibly make your school team.
Yep, that's right.
So,
well, and one of the things that we talked about the other night that Coach Stillman and I talked about is, most teams, most of the time the players who play club ball go back to their school ball team, and it's not as good as their club team was. They've got a lot of players that aren't elite players on their team. But with these two teams, you come back to your regular team and you may be sitting on the bench behind somebody else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though you're able to play on a club team. So,
absolutely.
Because there's so much talent on both of these teams. Avery Bruni with the initial serves scored the first point for the Jackson Indians. Back to serve again. Nice wide serve that time. Picked up by Terrell. Terrell covering the block there. Freecorn not afraid to keep swinging.
No, and honestly, I think that is our first swing we've seen her hit out of the middle tonight.
I thought she played kind of tentative in set number one. And maybe that's a freshman playing up against tall girls that she's not used to playing against girls as tall as she is. And so that is a challenge.
Yeah, I will say if Saxony wants to give a little bit, wow, what a fantastic save by Avery Bruni. If Saxony wants to get a little bit more intense, we're going to have to probably set our middle hitter a little bit more for the Saxony Crusaders.
I think that's right. And she just showed she could do it. So,
absolutely.
So maybe they'll have a little more confidence and she'll have a little more confidence.
Yes.
Another point for Jackson that time. Ava Wessel back to serve for the Indians. And there's Haynes waiting for that ball when it came back over the overpass.
Phil, I'd love to know that girl's vertical.
She jumps well. She does.
I mean, we're up here on the top, as you all can see, but I would like to be a little more ground level to see exactly what her vertical was. What a great deep serve.
Yeah.
I think that thing just dropped.
And she's 5'11". She's not, she jumps, she's 5'11" and jumps really well. I mean, that's a great combination.
Yeah.
So Wessel back to serve again for the Jackson Indians.
And that is something Saxony does not need to do. They need to be able to have a first pass, a better serve-receive ball so they can run an offense.
Lauren Dory that time with the almost uncontested swing out of the middle. Number 4, Clara Perry in for the Crusaders, coming in for Lindsay Terrell. (5-1) now, Jackson with the lead. Ooh, nice serve. There was some movement on that ball. That was hard to handle.
That was a pretty darn good float serve.
Yep. So kind of moving around a little bit, rearranging the offense, rearranging the defense a little bit here for Coach Ozark. Nice first pass. Good hands in the back row by Ellefson. And then she gets to swing.
Yeah. One thing I'm noticing.
Reward that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice back set. One-handed free ball back over. Haynes finds the spot. My goodness, that ball was right on the line.
It was. One thing I do want to note, Jackson, you don't ever see them free ball that ball over.
Nope.
They're swinging.
They're hitting the ball.
Or they're tipping to score.
Yep.
And that's what makes them so dangerous,
yes.
I guess you can say,
right.
in the game of volleyball.
They're very intentional about how they get the ball back over. You're right. Even if it's not the perfect set, they're still got some pace on the ball, or they're finding an open spot.
Yes.
Freecorn back to serve for the Crusaders. A couple of tips there to look for the spot. Missed the spot. Oh, block was up.
Yeah, I don't know if the set wasn't high enough or what, but it looked like Kinley Couch kind of brought her arm down a little bit, so maybe the set wasn't as high as she needed it, but.
Lauren Dory back to serve for the Jackson Indians. We called several Jackson games last year. A little communication issue there from the Crusaders, but we called a couple of Jackson games last year, and I'll tell you, you don't see a lot of freshmen starting for Jackson. I mean, they've just got so many players. They have 70 girls that come out for volleyball in the fall, but these two, Bruni and Dory, were both starters and contributors even last year as freshmen on this team, and so you knew I was looking forward to seeing them when we came back this year. So they haven't disappointed at all.
Yeah.
So this is week 6 of high school sports here on Aycorp Sports, and it's another amazing week. Tomorrow night we'll be at Woodland as the Bell City Cubs head to Marble Hill for a great volleyball matchup. We end our week on Friday night back under the lights of Charles Bland Stadium in Dexter as the Bearcats host the Kelly Hawks. So another fun week of sports.
So, Philip, that game tomorrow that you all are traveling to at Woodland,
yep,
that should be a phenomenal game, and that will be a conference. That'll be a conference game. And Bell City right now, Bell City beat Dexter, if I recall, last week.
Yep. Bell City beat Advance.
Bell City beat Advance, and we talked about, we were there together during Bell City and the Advance game, and that is another big conference game. And if they can beat Woodland, they're coming out first. They'll be the top seed in the district, in that conference, and that's a big conference. Stoddard County.
Sure is.
For Stoddard County volleyball.
For sure. 9-3 now. Jackson with the lead.
Is there a little miscommunication
a little
here?
Confusion about who's coming into the game. So, that's right, because Perry came in for Terrell, and then so they substituted her, and then now she wants to substitute Terrell out for Turner. Can you do that? Can you substitute in and then substitute that person right back out, or do they have to play a one?
I mean, as long as KK Turner has not been in another position,
and she hasn't. That's right.
You can sub 3 people in the same position.
What she just did,
so technically, if she was in the same position, I don't see why he did not allow KK Turner to go ahead and go in, because Clara Perry was subbed out for Lindsay Terrell, and if Terrell went back row for KK Turner, it shouldn't have been
to substitute her.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been an issue.
You don't have to go back in for the person that came out. Is that so? That's what you're saying. 3 people.
Correct.
Gotcha.
And man, that would have been a great solo block by KK Turner. She just needed to turn her hands just a little bit more towards zone 6, and she would have had that solo block right there.
Yep, she was up for sure. So Haynes back with the serve. Nice back set that time. Renshaw up with the block, but there's Avery Bruni again. There's that lady. She keeps swinging away. My goodness.
There's that lady. Now, I will say, because I always want to give credit where credit is due. Okay, I spend a lot of time at the Sportsplex giving lessons and things like that, and I will say Avery Bruni is there all the time with her mom putting reps in. That girl works hard, and I am a big believer when you put that much work on it, it needs to be noted. So everyone take some lessons from Avery Bruni and get into that gym. That's how she's gotten so good at what she's done and what she's become. And guys, it's just her sophomore year.
That's right. Absolutely. She's but it's not just all natural talent. She's got a lot of talent, but as you say, she works hard at it.
She does. She works hard.
Melania Haynes back to serve. Turner with the free ball back over. Dory with the set to Sands. Good block that time. This time she goes outside to Bruni again. Good coverage by the Crusaders. Oh, and that ball is just a little bit long.
Yeah, that was a great rally. I actually really liked how Caitlin Couch approached from the back row instead of free balling it over. A little bit more of a snap on that wrist. That ball probably would have landed. It was really close already.
It was, and the defense wasn't there for it. So.
Yes. Kate Church is in.
She is. Kate Church in to serve.
There's the pass that Saxony needed.
Nice pickup by Renshaw that time on the block back over. Out. No touch and out. And knock the iPhone off the tripods. So Tally Renshaw back to serve for Saxony Lutheran, down 13-4 here in set number 2. Dory with the back set that time. Tool in the hands, tool in the block.
Tool in the block.
I
I'm
love
so
it. Bella Sostillo with the swing. You teach me. I said last week to somebody that old dogs can learn new tricks. Haley Hindman in for the Indians to serve. Up 14-4. I was looking to see who was calling the serves, and it's one of the assistant. I was looking at Coach Murley, and he's not doing it, so it's one of the assistant coaches. So I was trying to figure that out down there. Calling locations on the serves.
We got a little bit of a delay. It looks like they're figuring out score.
Question on the scoring.
Or rotations. They're looking at the book.
Yeah.
It looks like Saxony's.
Maybe who's serving.
Yeah, making sure there's no one out of rotation or illegal subs.
Now they're looking out at the.
Looking out on the court. Now, typically.
What could be the issue here, Coach?
Well, they're looking at the players, and I'm wondering if there's not if a sub wasn't missed, or I don't see Jackson having a out of rotation issue. So I'm just wondering if there's like a sub issue, because I do know we had 2 subs there at the same time. But it looks like we're all good to go.
We're all good. So that took a while, but we got it straightened out. We want them to get it right. So that was, we'll take a couple minute delay to make sure that the books are right and everybody's in the right place. So Hindman now gets to serve for the Indians. Nice pass, a little tip by Burke. Set to the outside. Bruni got way over the top of that ball. That ball was set high. She had to hang in the air for a while for that one, didn't she?
Yeah. But she does a great job with like a roll shot. She has mastered that roll shot so beautifully.
So Turner with right into the block. There's not much she could do with that ball. So 16-4 now, the Jackson Indians with the lead. Hindman with the serve. Free ball back over this time. Nice pass that time.
Okay.
So stop and reset. Lila Sands with the swing that time. Another free ball back over. Real close to the net. Dory saved it.
Helps when you're tall and you have some long arms.
It sure does.
Good up by Dory. Set outside. Got a nice little rally. Let's see what happens here.
Let's keep it going. Oh, nice spot. I'm not sure she intended to put it there, but Wessel didn't hit it, but found the exact spot it needed to go. (17-4). Jackson with the lead. Hindman continues to serve.
There's a block by Layla Sands.
Emma Pilot into the game for the Jackson Indians. And Lola Moody coming in for Lauren Dory.
And it looks like Lola Moody is going to be setting now.
Lola Moody has her fan club here with her. I hear them cheering for her. Yep, she's going to set. First one's a little tight to the net, but able to be saved. Turner with the swing, a little bit long, no touch. I was looking around to see if there was a touch, but there was not. She hit around that block nicely, but just hit a little bit too long. 19-4. Hindman with on a roll. Ava Wessel with a powerful cross-court swing. from the right side. She's solid out of that right side.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, and there, Heinemann got tired.
Yeah, well, I think she was trying to serve a short serve. She kind of completed that short serve in zone 4 there, and I think she was maybe trying to go for a zone 3, which is right where the 10-foot line is, right in the middle, to kind of try to mingle people together to where they can't have some communication errors, but she was just slightly short of that.
You know, and you're talking about zones. That's what the coach is calling their zones when they call the serves. They call in a zone, not an individual player that you're serving to, but you're serving to a zone on the court, one of the 6 zones on the court.
Yes.
So they'll put up a number 2, 3, 4, whatever, and they'll serve to that zone. A lot of times that's if you see a coach with a clipboard up, they're blocking it. The other night we saw the coach just pulled her shirt out.
Yep.
So whatever you've got to have, whatever you got.
Sometimes you'll see them even put their hand behind their back.
Yes, that's right.
Lily Sands serves again. We are at 22-5. Lila Sands, she kind of chuckled that one. Oh, I didn't know if there would be a touch on that.
He said it was touched. The upper referee called it. They just didn't keep their blocks stiff on that one. 23-5. Coach Ozark's going to take a timeout here. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Aycorp Sports. And we're back here at Jackson High School for the in the second set. Jackson up 23-5 here against Saxony Lutheran. We mentioned earlier that Saxony's really had been on a bit of a slide since the Dig for Life tournament. They've had injuries. They've had, you know, it's hard to develop any kind of consistency or chemistry when you got a different team out there every night. You mentioned, you know, Catherine Harrison has come up from junior varsity. She was, as I mentioned, not even on my roster when I got ready to prepare things today. I did happen to go back and pull up the Google sheet that I had been sent earlier, and she was on the roster. I'm like, okay, got to add her. So I'm glad I checked that out so that we knew who she was tonight. So.
Yeah, and you know, that was a great serve by Layla Sands.
It was.
Don't want to take that away from her, but we have a game point, 24-5. But yeah, I think a lot needs to be remembered when you pull these younger players up, right? How difficult it is. It is difficult. Yes. It's difficult to play with your JV team, and
you know, and it's a challenge. You know, Burke, when we saw them at Advance, Saxony, when Saxony
Burke was playing
Advance,
libero.
Burke ended up playing libero after libero got knocked out of the game by, you know, with a hit to the face.
Yep.
And so, you know, there was a lot, and that was Evie Ford.
Yep.
That was playing libero that night because Lindley Smith was already out with a concussion. So what a lot of stuff was moving parts that night, and Burke played libero that night and then played libero the second game that we did with them. So it's so Jackson takes set number 2, 25-6. We got we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back in about a minute and a half to prepare for set number 3 here on Aycorp Sports.
American energy dominance. It's how we secure our future. By harnessing homegrown energy, we fuel our economy, power industries, and drive innovation. At NextEra Energy, we're investing more than any other company to deliver low-cost, reliable energy that powers our country's future. NextEra Energy Resources, ahead of what's next.
In farming, the weather always cooperates. The soil is always balanced. Seedlings always flourish.
But that's fantasy. This is farming. Seed, bred and tested for your reality. Dynagrow Seed, for real.
Hi, I'm Karen Cook with Young Real Estate, and this home checks all the boxes.
This inviting single-family home sits on a spacious 1.7-acre lot with a beautifully maintained yard.
So let's get your showing on the books. Call or text me today.
At SEMO Health Network, we strive to provide caring and affordable health care. We provide medical, dental, OB, and behavioral health services to everyone that may need it. For more information, visit our website and let SEMO Health Network take care of you.
And hey everyone, welcome back to Aycorp Sports. We are here at Jackson High School where the Jackson Indians is facing the Saxony Crusaders. We are going into set 3. Jackson, as no surprise, has came out being a powerhouse, and they are leading 2-0 right now in the sets.
Yep. They've been a little bit more dominant than maybe I anticipated coming in. But that's just what they are, what we expected them to be.
Yeah. So we were kind of talking during, commercial break while we reset for this third set. Really, if you think about the season, we're halfway through the season of high school volleyball.
I mean, we're at conference tournament time.
Yeah. I mean, I know these two guys are going to start conference tournament starting on Thursday.
Yep.
Their conference tournament, let's see, they have Saxon in there. They have Cape Central. They have Portageville.
Yep.
They have, let's see, again,
Notre
these
Dame.
two. They have Notre Dame. I feel
It's
like
a great conference.
It is. It's a strong one. It's held at the Sportsplex. So if anybody's needing anything to do on Thursday or Friday, travel out to the Sportsplex. You're going to see a nice little conference tournament right there.
It's a lot of fun.
There'll be multiple games, pool play games happening there, and should see some good volleyball. I know Portageville got ranked. I have not seen Portageville play. Have you?
Yes, we had Portageville against Bernie a few weeks ago, and they looked really good that night.
All right. Also, I just pulled up that district, that conference tournament. So you guys, we have Dexter, we have Scott City, Notre Dame, Charleston, Kennett. We have Orion. We have Poplar Bluff, New Madrid County Central.
Yep.
We have Saxony and Sykeston. And right now, you have Jackson with the first seed, Cape, and then Portageville. All three of those teams have a bye. And
Portageville is a small school, but they were one win away from going to the Final Four last year. Unfortunately for them, they have to play St. Vincent in that next round, and that's a real challenge. They had St. Vincent early in the season, and St. Vincent beat them, but it was at St. Vincent. Portageville's looking forward to the possibility of that sectional game being at Portageville this year.
That and home court advantage makes a big difference.
Especially in the playoff time.
Yes, so we are at 1-0 with Jackson. Avery Bruni just served. Bree Corns hit it out of the middle. Bruni is up, taking it to the 8, and then Kinley Couch couldn't just quite get underneath it quite yet.
Ava Wessel swinging cross court again out of that right side. I'm impressed with her as a right side hitter. You don't see a lot of, your best right side hitter oftentimes are left-handed players, and because you don't swing across your body, but she's very, very good at swinging across her body on that cross court.
Yes, Clara Perry just came in for the Saxony Crusaders. Ava Bruni serves an ace. Lindley Smith passed that, but it hit the antenna on top of the tape right there.
That antenna is out, and for those of you maybe watching and don't watch a lot of volleyball, if it hits that antenna before it crosses the net, it's automatically out.
Yes, so Bruni is back to serve again, and it's 3-0. She serves it to zone 1. Claire Perry takes a great pass out to KK Turner. She hits it quite long. I think if she would have snapped.
Looking for that line.
Yes, and that was a good shot.
Yep.
I mean, it was open. She would just snapped her wrist a little more. That ball possibly could have went down and stayed inside the court. We're back.
Turner also a freshman for this Saxony Lutheran team.
Great pass again by Clara Perry. And we got a tip point by Bree Corn.
Nice job. She saw the spot. She put that ball with some force into that empty spot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have stats here in front of me, Phil, but we were talking during commercial break. Breland Corn, she's been set, I think, 4 times now in the middle, and out of those 4, she's gotten a kill on 3 of them.
Yep.
Great double
that
block
time by Turner
by
and
the 2 freshmen.
Corn, right.
Hayes hits it just a little bit long.
Yep, just a little long. Good swing. Block wasn't up where it needed to be, and I guess fortunate for Saxony that time that the block wasn't there.
Yes. We have Lauren Burke going back to serve. She serves a nice float
nice.
across the court. Whistle. And they just didn't get
Good
it.
coverage. They just could not. It just came off at a weird angle off the cover.
Yes. Stella Rusler is coming in for the Jackson Indians, replacing Conward. No, Coward. Sorry.
It's all right.
Nice pass by Lindley Smith. Turner out of the middle. That was a great swing by Turner. Jackson going out to Dory. Good up by Clara Perry.
Nice pickup by Perry there. Free one back over, though.
Let's see what Jackson does. Great dig again by Lindley Smith. Going to Breland Corn and tip to score.
Bree Corn out of the middle. And, you know, there was Dory right across from her, ready to block that, and she just looked at her and tipped it right away from her.
Right around.
Yep. And nobody there to cover that. She saw the spot.
5-3, and this is probably, I mean, it's just the start of set 3, but it was a good start for Saxony.
Into the net.
Yes, Bree Corn served it a little bit into the net, but it looks like Coach Don saying, hey, that's fine. You're doing a great job on front row. Keep doing what you're doing.
That's right.
All right, Dory is back to serve, and she will be playing middle back right now. Outside, Catherine Harris, picked up by Dory. Outside to Haynes. Tip. Turner almost got it, though.
Good try. You know, all of these Jackson Indians are solid servers. Lauren Dory with a 90% serve rate.
That's a very hard and aggressive float serve. Free ball, let's see what the Jackson Indians do. Out to Stella Rusler. Great dig up by Lindley Smith.
And there's Haynes swinging away right down the line.
Sure did. I think she went over those blockers.
She did. She just jumps and gets to a different level than most anybody we've seen.
I do want to give a little shout out to Lindley Smith. She has played and gotten some phenomenal digs against this Jackson offense.
She has, and you've got to be tough back there because there are a lot of balls coming at her.
Yes. So we just witnessed an overpass, and Stella Rusler I call it swiper. Swiper, no swiping. I think I've said it here before. Stella Rusler swiped the ball.
Down, she swiped it. Right.
Yep. Dory still back serving for the Jackson Indians.
On a little bit of a run here with Dory serving.
Yep. Free ball. And let's see what the Indians do with this free ball. To Layla Stans. And she got the kill.
You know, the Jackson offense is, you know, we've done a lot of games this fall, and their offense is just faster.
It is.
You know,
it's a fast offense.
It's just faster than any other team that we see. And they've got the athletes to do it.
Yes.
A lot of short sets, a lot of quick sets. Ooh. And the net, they called
Catherine Harrison.
Catherine Harrison into the net. So.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, again, back to those quick sets, you know, but they have 2 setters that as soon as that ball gets in their hands, it's gone.
Right.
It's out of their hands.
So it's not just that they're short set, they're quick.
They're
the
fast.
Sets are quick. Yep.
Yes. And those hitters almost are taking off before that ball is even getting out of those hitters' hands.
That's true. And again, you don't know where it's going. If you're a defense, it's hard to know whether it's going to be a back set, they're going to set it across, they're going to set it in the middle quick.
Correct.
And you got hitters running everywhere. And
Correct.
you don't know where it's going.
Correct. Now, Dory has had 3 short serves in a row. And again, I know we went over it last set, but
they got to step up.
Short serve. She's serving short, so she's trying to aim for that 10-foot line. So that is the red line. So you see the net guys, you see the players, then you see this red line. That is called the 10-foot line.
Yep.
And when you're serving short, you want it to land in front of the 10-foot line or on the 10-foot line. And I kind of figured she was going to try to do that. If she
go long that time.
Yeah, she noticed
You were ready to get to that point.
I was.
You were going to be really smart.
I was. I noticed the Saxony lineup, they all shifted up. They moved up. And then, I mean, really, the smart thing was then, hey, let's push them deep now. Let's see if they go deep.
Whatever coach on the sideline was calling those serves saw it, too. Just a little bit long.
Lindsay Terrell came back and served an aggressive serve for the Crusaders. Great pickup by Lauren Burke. And
nice overpass.
Out.
Handled.
There you go.
Handled by Kinley Couch that time.
Yeah, Kinley Couch said swipe or no swipe in that time. Okay. Stella Russo was there, just didn't get it and went out of bounds.
Yep.
Lindsay Terrell's back to serve. We are 13-5, the Indians. Layla stands. She ran a 3, went out of that middle zone, kind of went in between middle and outside, ran a 3, and she hit a really hard, sharp cross.
Yep.
That's a great hit.
Not an easy one either.
No, not an easy one whatsoever. Lola Moody is coming in for the Jackson Indians, and Bella Sestilio.
Yep. Haynes' serve is just hard to handle.
It is. This is my first time seeing her play.
Yeah. She's as good. I mean, we heard a lot about her. We read a lot about her. But when we saw her play the last time over at Notre Dame, I was really impressed with her. Just her abilities and all-around play.
Yeah. Is there a touch on the ball? I think we have a touch on the ball down there. Touch off the block.
Yep.
Saxony needed that point.
They did.
They needed that point. So hopefully Tally Renshaw can get back there and serve a couple and keep the momentum and try to get some momentum to them.
Those of you at home may notice something a little different about tonight's match, and that is that we have Misha officials calling the lines as well as the referee positions. We don't see that at a lot of schools, but a lot of times Jackson will have those extra referees.
And
Plus you got 3 matches.
Yes.
You know, so sometimes you need those extra referees.
Yes. That was a kill by Kinley Couch. Good kill right there. Haynes just read it just a tiny bit wrong. She went to the left, it went to the right.
Yep.
Tally Renshaw still back serving for the Saxony Crusaders. Good pass by Haynes. Bruni, that was a touch.
Bruni with a great swing and from the outside.
She's powerful.
She is. She's powerful. She's strong. She's in the right place at the right time. You know, you never see her get fooled on a set. I mean, she's always in the right place.
Yep. Evie Ford came in for the Saxony Crusaders. She got served too, and unfortunately, she passed it out of bounds.
Yep. It's her first time, I think, in the game tonight, and they came right at her. So, but that's a smart thing to do. Somebody cold off the bench and much better pass.
Yep. Kinley Couch again. Looks like a little confusion there, but Kinley Couch.
Good swing by Kinley Couch that time.
That was a swing that was needed.
Yep.
That should make her feel good.
You know, they've got the Crusaders need to really kind of, you know, we know at this point it's not done, it's not over, but it's close. And so they've got to take something away from this last set. They really need to work hard throughout the last few points of this last set to take some good positive things away from tonight.
Yeah. So that was Bella Sestilio who had that kill. And then coming in for her, who do we have coming in for her? Elfson?
Elfson, yep.
Here's that top spin serve that we talked about.
Oh, caught the net
little
that
short.
time.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to time that just right.
I'll tell you what, I tried one time when I was in my prime. Not now, okay? But that is hard to do.
I can imagine.
It's a lot of timing. It's hard to do. I just got good at a float serve. I stayed with a good float serve.
Absolutely, yeah, for sure.
And honestly, float serves are hard to receive.
No doubt.
You know, honestly, if you just get consistent, it doesn't matter. But if you can what makes a good server, honestly, is when they can hit zones, wherever that coach, is telling her zones.
Right.
A good player, if they can serve zones and not hardly ever miss a zone, that's a good server.
Yep.
No matter what they're serving.
Even
Floater?
even if it's not an ace, it's
Correct.
still, yeah.
Good pass by Clara Perry. Good swing by KK Turner. That was a great dig
Nice
in the
pickup.
back row.
There's Haynes still hitting the ball.
Yes.
It was not a set at all. It was just bumped up to her, and she just found a way to hit it. Nice swing there by Wessel, again off from the right side, tooling the block and out of bounds.
Tooling the block. We have Heinemann coming in. She's coming in for Bruni. She's going to be serving back row. And then we have Emma Pilot that is coming into the front line for the Jackson Indians. Hyman's back. She's going to serve. Serve to Clara Perry. Great pass by Clara Perry. Bree Korn.
Good pickup there by Kate Church.
Yes. Lord, ooh.
Smart play there
Smart play by Miss
Burke.
Burke. Yep. Good. Here we go. Here we go. We're getting some good rallies here, Philip. Back row attack. Great dig by Lindley Smith. We're going outside to Turner.
It's got over the block that time. Block was a little late getting up.
Lola Moody tried to tip it. Bree Korn stopped her there on that. We got a touch.
Good hustle. Oh, and not able to get it back over is Turner.
That was a good rally, though.
Great rally.
That was a good rally.
Both teams chasing balls down. Good reactions on some balls hit in weird directions. So
Yes. Hyman back to serve again. To Evie Ford. Evie Ford.
pass.
Yep. We're going to go back to Wessel, and she gets the kill. So we are at 22-9 for the Jackson Indians.
I mentioned that there were a lot of really solid players waiting on the bench to come in, and you can see a lot of those players on the court right now for the Jackson Indians.
Yes.
With a couple of exceptions, these are a lot of the girls that will be playing next year.
Yep.
Because those seniors will graduate ahead of them, and it's always, Coach Dave Murley's always got another group ready to play.
Ready to play, yep. So Bree Korn just got that kill for Saxony. Now that has put Saxony hitting 10.
Yep.
Lauren Burke serving. Nice serve. Lola Moody chases it down. Russell swings. Good double block by the two freshmen for Saxony.
Let's go to the other side.
Yep. It didn't work there, so let's make those blockers go all the way to the other side.
Emma Pilot with the hit off hands and out of bounds. So.
And that's a good setter. That's a sign of a good setter. You just got blocked on one side. Let's make these blockers work even harder and have to travel all the way across the net to try to block the other side.
And Bree Korn did, but she just was a little bit late getting there.
Yep.
Good serve.
Great serve by Miss Ava Wessel, senior. And right now
so match point.
Yep. We hear some people clapping down here.
Oh, now we got the student section
now
involved.
It's a little more together. Here we go.
Good hustle that time and out.
All right, so that's the game. Third set. It goes to the Jackson Indians, 25-10.
So Jackson did what we expected them to do. I mean, they are a pretty solid, they're a really solid team. They're a great team. Our plan is to be back here next Monday night. Jackson will be taking on the Farmington Knights. That'll be a district matchup. Farmington currently with a record of 15-4-1, so they've played really well this year. I think if Jackson wins that, they'll probably, they should be in line to be the #1 seed in that district. They've beaten Corey Sue, and if they could beat Farmington, they're probably going to be in line to be the #1 seed. The Saxony Lutheran Crusaders, their districts, New Madrid Central, Dexter, Donovan, Fredericktown, Kennett. We'll see how.
And honestly, even though Saxony has kind of lost these last couple, they can come together. And honestly, they haven't seen Kennett, they haven't seen Fredericktown yet. Even if Fredericktown's on their, they will travel to Kennett. It looks like at the end of their season on October 13th.
Yep.
but they're not going to see Fredericktown, not going to see Donovan. They beat Dexter.
Yep.
And
New Madrid is
in their
probably
conference.
not going to be a challenge for them.
So I mean, there is still a very good chance Saxony could pull away with a number 1 seed or a number 2 seed in that district.
They could, and even if they're not seeded that high, they've got a really good shot. If they can get everybody back, they can get everybody healthy. They've got a real shot at winning that district.
Yes, and I always like to remind people, when you go into district play, your record doesn't mean a thing.
It's totally. And the only thing it does is decide whether or not you play for the first night or whether you get a bye.
Correct.
Basically, for most of these districts.
Correct.
So we'll be back tomorrow night from Marble Hill, where the Woodland Cardinals will be taking on the Bell City Cubs. We've seen Bell City. They're solid. We watched them play just a tremendous match against Advance. And so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out tomorrow night. Again, you mentioned that's a Stoddard County game. Woodland being the only non-Stoddard County team in the Stoddard County Conference.
Yeah.
But they are, they're always a solid team. So we're excited about the opportunity to bring you that match tomorrow night. Next, as I mentioned, next Monday night we'll be back here for Jackson against Farmington. This is going to be fun. Coach, you're going to be doing play-by-play that night, and Coach Haley Silman will be doing color, so I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out of town. So it'll be our first all-female crew for Aycorp Sports. We're excited about that. And very knowledgeable crew. I'm thoroughly excited about the fact that you guys are going to be doing that match. I've been building for this all year long. So
He has.
It's been my plan.
Well, thank you, Phil, for trusting us with that. And I hope we make you proud and Aycorp proud.
You will.
So,
You'll do great.
It'll be a fun little match. Again, like he said, Farmington, I think he said, has 15 wins and only 4 losses.
Yep.
So we should see a pretty darn good matchup on Monday.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you all for joining us. Again, the Jackson Indians defeat the Saxony Lutheran Crusaders 3-0 in fairly dominant fashion tonight by the Jackson Indians. Again, they played exactly the way we expected them to. So thanks for joining us from Jackson High School. I'm Philip Britt for Aycorp Sports. We'll see you next time.